Hello Sagittarius and welcome to the channel. I am Marv and this is Readings by Marvelous Madame Tarot. We are going to go ahead and complete the what they're not telling you through the signs. All right. And at this point, you are third to the last. So let's go ahead and finish this thing up. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe and what's good, fam bams, hello to my members. Sagittarius, for you and your collective, let's talk about the astrology of the day and let's move on. So today, March 19th, Mercury left Pisces yesterday, and today we'll be moving into Aries, okay? What does that land for Sagittarius suns and risings? It lands in your fifth house, right? I'm not going to go into what that means. If you're interested, please go Google it or check out my website, www.marvelouslamadame.com. All right. On the 17th, Venus moved into Taurus, where it will be until April 11th. For Sag, suns, and risings, that is going into your sixth house. Okay, one is the house of creativity, love, and children. That's the fifth house. Sixth house is work, service, and so forth. Okay, that is that. As we know, the sun is going to be moving into Aries on the 20th, and the next day we have a full moon. I'm sorry, a new moon in Aries because the sun typically goes where the new moon follows where the sun goes. So that's the next time we will be talking astrology here. You will also get your moon pulls that day, and that's how we will do that. I'm also going to be giving you a special on my website where you can go and listen to Pluto, the Pluto transit that's moving. Pluto's moving into Aquarius, and that's happening, I believe, next week as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This deck is our Oracle deck, okay? The Journey Oracle. And what we're going to be doing, the first card that comes out is going to represent where your partner, what they're going through. Okay, the card that I am asking Spirit to let me know what they may be going through. This could be sister, cousin, brother, whatever. It does not necessarily have to be romantic. Take it as it resonates, okay? And then the second card that comes out will represent the message from divine or spirit or their angels on what they need to do. Message from spirit. This is for Sagittarius, this person. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is Sagittarius person going through? Well, change. That was, well, they're going through change. If you have noticed that this individual is not responding the same, if you have noticed that this individual, let me see what it'll look like if I put the light on. It's looking like it want to rain here in this desert. If they have not been responding the way that they normally respond, if they are a little despondent, if they are hesitant to do certain things, we're going to find out why and what these changes, how these changes are affecting maybe their relationship with you, and see what the cards want to focus on. But I'm going to tell you what it is, okay? Change. What's the message from spirit for this person? For Sagittarius, this person. Whether it's Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What oracle card from spirit? Thank you. Follow your bliss. Somebody else had that. And I don't remember whether it was Virgo or Scorpio. Follow your bliss. All right, and it immediately, it speaks to me in a way where this person is undergoing a lot of changes and they're being guided that despite the changes, they need to find their happy. All right, let's go ahead and get into this one card. Intuitively, I think it's self-explanatory, but it could be that they just don't know how to deal with the changes that's come toward them. All right. The only constant in life is change. The minutes Hours, days fly by. Planets dance around the sun. The cells in our bodies cycle between death and rebirth. The world spins around us and we may feel dizzy. Anchor yourself to your inner depths. The solace you speak is contained by the stillness within. Allow the ebbs and flows of the world to come and go. As you deepen your connection with your true self, you may be able to find your center and come what may. All right? Give me one moment, Sag. 1 second. Sorry about that, Sag. It was better if I blew my nose where you couldn't hear it. I apologize. So, this individual obviously is going through a lot of changes. The card speaks very, very eloquently about, how they need to find their center, and all of the changes and adversity that they're facing could be outside of the connection with you or within the connection with you. They just don't know how to proceed, okay? I'm not going to go into this explanation. Well, I guess I will go into a little bit of it just to be fair and consistent with the rest of the cards, with the rest of the readings. Because it does say something in this explanation that this person needs to hear, and I want you to hear too. So your bliss is the breadcrumb trail that will lead to your highest self path. Following the little things that light you up will ensure that you are on your adventure and not someone else's. So Sagittarius, what's interesting about this card is a lot of your love. What I know about your energy being a Sagittarius is that you want someone not to hold you down and weigh you down, but someone that's going to go on an adventure with you. So this card from Divine is telling them that they need to find their own adventure. And so this is letting me know how it's directly tied into you to some degree. If something interests you is meant for you. The journey isn't always joyful or easy. No great adventure is, but it's worthwhile because it's yours and it's true. There is beauty and wisdom in all seasons. Bliss is the true north of your compass. Follow it and be on your way. So this card is talking about how maybe it's time for them to get off the Sagittarius train. I'm not telling you this because whether you're going to care or not and jump on the defensive. I'm just telling you that there's been a lot of changes in their life and they're being guided that they need to get on their own path, okay? And they need to follow their bliss and do what makes them happy. And no one is saying that you held a gun to somebody's head and made them do anything. But sometimes when we love a person, we will do it anyway because what we want is the best of that person. And we will do what makes that person happy. And you didn't ask them to go on an adventure with you, metaphorically speaking. I know that you probably didn't, but it seems like this person did that, all right? So we have to be fair in relationships. When people say that they love us, they are willing to put up with certain things, and a lot of us feel like, well, I didn't ask you to do it, but the responsibility in loving you is that they did it anyway. So I just got through talking, I believe it was the Scorpio collective about the same thing, all right? Now we're going to get into what they're not telling you. 5 cards, okay? All right, this is for Sagittarius. What they're not telling Sagittarius. All right, well, didn't I call that they love you? This is 10 cups of love as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So that Wheel of Fortune definitely suggests that there's been a change in this wheel. So there's something that stopped them from, or that's definitely affecting them. Look at that. 10 Pentacles. Wow. Nine of Wands and the Sun in the heart. So this person has been rocking with you and they feel like there's been some changes and they probably can't do it anymore. Okay? One thing is for sure, you probably already live with this person. We do have 8 swords. This is also justice. So far you got the Sun, justice, and the Wheel of Fortune out in this reading. And 8 of Cups and the Moon. All right. There's definitely been a breakup. The Sagittarius collective that I'm talking to, there has been a breakup or separation. Top of the deck, I'm just going to show you for shits and giggles, is 7 swords. And this is the Chariot. You see what I'm saying? So let's go here. This, love, bliss, happiness, 10 cups of love, togetherness. This was good. This is what I wanted, or this is what they interpreted being with you felt like. But this is the Wheel of Fortune. So this was a fated relationship, destined. However, when this card comes out and that wheel turns, it typically turns for the positive. So this could be them coming through stating that we once were happy. I was happy with you. And this is what I thought. This completed me. All right. When we look at 10 Pentacles, same thing. We were in love. We lived together. We had a home. We built our home. Double 10s. No matter good, bad, or indifferent, the 10s do represent completion. So these two have already been accomplished. Where do we go from here? But in their heart, they felt like they were the wounded warrior. When we're looking at 9 Wands, this is also the Sun. Now, you lit them up inside out, but they still felt like they were the wounded warrior, still standing by your side, still being with you on those adventures that we spoke of, but feeling like there are tremendous burdens that come along with loving you or whatever this situation was. And this is where they are. We're going to clarify this and find out. Intuitively, because I'm feeling like it has a lot to do possibly with the way that you move. Maybe those adventures, they had to sit out some of them. You know, maybe you guys got together and everything was fine, Sagittarius, and you felt like, you know, it was too much for you. Maybe it was vice versa. Whatever it is, reading this from their perspective, because that's what this reading is about, they're coming in saying that although they were happy, and the happiest that they've ever been in their life, a happy that they didn't know that they can even achieve, but there is definitely some burdens here. Because if we go one more after this, we're at the full-blown 10 of Wands. So they're carrying these burdens, and they're doing it like a champ. And that's in the heart place. So let me say, they've been feeling like this for a while. Then we do have 8 swords. It could be that they're afraid to bring this to you. They're mentally blocking out something. They're fearful that maybe if they bring something up, the relationship is going to end. Ironically, it ended anyway. Double 8s, power struggle. 2 totally different major arcana. Okay? So I'm afraid to say something to you with 8 swords. I have a fear and a mental limitation. So I have, shrouded myself in all of these swords, overthinking, and I have created somewhat of a mental prison, and now I can't escape. And this is justice. I don't feel like I've gotten my just due in a lot of ways, but I don't want to break up what we have. I've been fighting, but I don't want to break that up. Can I get justice in this situation? Is this that you guys had this and you didn't get married? Maybe they wanted to get married. But this shows that there's been a power struggle between head and heart. But ultimately, they've been up and down about a decision, and ultimately they possibly walked away, okay? Or they're contemplating walking away, or they're afraid to walk away. But in their heart, they feel like they've been through this and they're really not getting justice on a situation. It feels like there's something internally within this relationship that they were expecting that they did not get from you. Take it as it resonates. Let's go in with these clarifiers and find out what this is. All right, so your major arcanas: Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, Justice, and the Moon. Wow, that's a lot. At one point, it turned. The wheel turned. Destiny brought you guys together. Okay? Destiny brought you guys together. But there's justice. There's justice that they're seeking. They feel like they didn't get their just due. This made them very happy. They were happy to have you, but they still felt like there was a lot of burdens that they had to go through just to keep this up. 10 Cups and 10 Pentacles is a tremendous amount of love, joy, and satisfaction. Clarify that. Death. Yep. Interesting. That's very interesting. Grounding. We'll get into it. Clarify 9 of Wands and the Sun. This has been such an interesting card. Constantly coming out. Phoenix. It's very clear that this person wants what they had. Yep. So it could have been that this individual walked away. But let's break it down. Look at that. 10 Cups. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by death. How do you do that? The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. This card is trumped by this Wheel of Fortune. So what happened in this love? This does give me a clarifying energy, though, that maybe they wanted to rekindle this and it's dead. Or they went into this knowing that it was dead. They definitely were carrying the burden. And it could be that the fact that they wanted this and the opportunity came and there was a missed opportunity, because a major arcana is going to trump anything. So this Wheel of Fortune did turn. And when it turns, it's positive. It's positive. There are no reversals in this particular deck. However, what a person chooses to do with that opportunity is completely incumbent upon the person. So, they could have felt this way, but then you could have came in like, nope, the relationship is over. No second chances. What's dead is dead. Maybe when they wanted this, maybe that was what they were feeling for you versus what you guys actually had. 10 Pentacles clarified by grounding, which this makes sense. Stability and security by being together. Performance, growth, and endurance. That's what this was. It was a grounding love, or maybe this was the love that they wanted to give you. And they continued to meet with you, show that they were interested. This is them wanting to speak to you about the fact that maybe they were tired, holding these burdens. Maybe the burden that they were carrying was the fact that they want this with you, and after being separated, but you guys were never able to get it the way that they saw it in their mind. That's a complete, that's a possibility now. All right. It could be that this individual wanted you to come out and they kept pouring their energy into it. And the burden is that they can never achieve that with you. Maybe that's what it is. And they wanted it really bad and they're still sticking with it, because ultimately the Sun is saying you light them up. Happiest card of the deck. And they see themselves with you. But maybe the reality of it is that you don't. I knew it was something that had to do with you. Of course, because this is your reading. All right, so 8 Swords and the Justice card, Phoenix. So it will provide them with justice if they could renew. They've changed their mind about definitely walking away. And let me say, they probably changed their mind 80 times. 80 times, back and forth. Because this Moon card definitely lets me know that they're up and down in their emotions. 1 minute, they can find this with somebody else. The next minute, they want you. I'm acknowledging that. And it's probably irritating as hell for you. All right. This person wants this, and this it will be justified for them if you guys took each other by the hand and walked into a new phase and rekindled this. That will bring them justice. If they got some type of buy-in from you, maybe they won't have the physical limit, the mental limitations that they're coming through with. And I'm gonna say again, we should not, if an individual is not on the same page with us, and this is for the cross watchers, if this is your energy, then you cannot get mad. It's time to go. Okay? But they do feel like they've risen from the ashes and they want to give this another chance, Sag. And it will be complete. They feel justified. They feel like it would be justice if you walked into this with them because they deserve it. Because either you guys had these two tens or maybe you were close to it and it didn't quite turn out the way they wanted it to turn out. Okay? This indicates to me that they walked away because they needed time to heal from something. Maybe they put distance between you, but they do go up and down, okay? And maybe that is the one thing that is irritating as hell to you, but some time has definitely passed. They felt that maybe if they walked away from you, that would be the best thing for this situation. Changes is what they went through. But they are also, cross watchers, you're also being guided to follow your happy. Remember, the message from divine is saying, maybe this isn't your adventure, no matter how much you love Sagittarius. All right? Some things had to change. No matter how much love and groundedness and things you wanted, some things had to change because all of this love was not built on a firm foundation. Although the Tower is in here, I get this sense that this wasn't reciprocated. Let's clear the deck, only revealing our majors. That is the Wheel, that's the Sun. Oh, we got 4. Look at me. The Wheel of Fortune, Sun, Justice, and the Moon. I know that they love you for the Sun and the Moon, all right? I do know that. I'm also going to say that there could be a difference between their sun sign and their moon sign. And those sun and moon signs could be in complete and utter opposite, okay? Which causes them to be up and down. For example, I know an individual who his sun, moon, and rising all they don't match. So at any given time, and he's already a mutable sign, he's a Pisces, and they're already up and down any damn way. And this is their major arcana, the moon. Although the moon is the ruler for Cancer, what happens is that you never know what you're going to get. You don't know whether you're going to get his fire moon, okay? You don't know whether you're going to get, the love from that Pisces sun, or you don't know whether you're going to get that up and down from that rising, because the rising is also a water sign. So that is, this person is double emotional, but has this fire in them that most likely contradicts itself, and he puts his foot in his mouth a lot and expects you to understand. One of the things that I say about emotional awareness is that you have to know who you are. If you don't go by zodiac signs, you better get on board. It's just as important, in my opinion, as knowing what some damn body's credit is when you're trying to buy a house together and how they pay their bills, and all of that matters because you got to know who you're dealing with. All right. If this sounds like something that you're dealing with and you resonate with this, you can always book. We can do an inner couples, inner planet breakdown for the couple, which would be you and the person. And I'll break down what's different between you guys. It's a very popular thing that I do. It's not a whole birth chart interpretation, but in a half hour, I give you very, very high level, like not so deep. High level, this is what it is, this is what this energy does, and this is how you guys play off of one another. Okay? So again, these remain. There's definitely been a change. They definitely love you and you light them up. They definitely want justice, and they definitely are up and down in their emotions. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Okay? Everything that you need is below in the description box. If this sounds like your thing and you're interested in connecting, let's do that. Sagittarius, I will see you and your collective in the next one. Bye, guys.